Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This will be my first ever tarot reading on this channel and I really hope you all enjoy it and get some really intuitive and clear answers from this reading. So the first thing we're going to do, as this is a pick a card reading, we're going to pick a deck or a group or a crystal to which you resonate with, and that is going to be the deck that you follow for this reading. I will leave timestamps below in the description and in the comments, so do make sure you check those timestamps out. So the decks that we're going to be using as part of this reading, I have quite a few decks ready to show you. I'm going to be using different decks for different piles, so just get straight into deciding. So we have the tarot deck from Igloo Books. This is just a tarot deck I first got and the deck that I've been using for the longest, so I thought I'd include it. We then have the Barberi tarot, which I've had for a while. Real nice deck, I really like it. And this new deck I got most recently, which is the Crystal Tarot. So decide which deck you'd like to use, or you can decide by crystal. So we have sodalite, clear quartz and rose quartz, so try and decide using a crystal as well, and pick whichever deck you feel most drawn to. So we have group 1, group 2 and group 3. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few seconds to make your decision, or you can pause the video as well. Okay, so now you've made your decision, we will get into the readings, starting from group 1 and finishing with group 3. So let's go. Okay guys, so welcome group 1, here is your reading. So you guys picked the sodalite, very nice crystal, which is like a dark blue. And you also picked the typical tarot deck, which I use. I don't know the specific name for this deck, but I do hope you like the cards when we get into them. And yeah, so I'm going to start off with this deck. I'm going to put your crystal up here at the back so we can get the most space possible for this reading. So this reading is about what's coming to you in 2022. So I'm not going to go specifically into every single month in this reading because I'm going to be doing monthly predictions, so do come back for those videos if you'd like those. But I will be going through each of the cards that you get picked, and I will probably do it by season, but we'll just see what comes out and see what happens. Okay, so let's get into it. So what is coming for group 1 in 2022? Oh, so we have the 8 of Swords. Oh. We have the Tower. Wow, so a lot of change, I'm gonna get all the cards out and then we'll get into more deeper interpretations. So I read both reversals and non-reversals, so we're gonna do those as well. So we have the 2 of Wands, which I think we saw earlier actually, so maybe that was definitely a card which needed to come out for you guys. Not the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, sorry. I always get that one mixed up with the 2 of Wands. We have the 7 of Swords. I'm just going to try and get one more card for you guys with this deck. so we have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so this is quite an interesting reading. I feel like there's going to definitely be a lot going on for you guys this year with group 1. So we have 5 cards here, and a lot of them represent change, but I feel like there's something in each card which is stopping you from making that change this year. I feel like this year can have a lot of things going on. You will have to make a lot of decisions with the 7 of Cups, and there's going to be a lot of change with the Tower. I really see a lot of this change going on, but I feel like in some way or another there will be something blocking this change to take place at a more faster rate. So if you're trying to get a lot done this year, group 1, maybe it's not going to be as fast as you're hoping. If you are wanting fast change, you're wanting to get somewhere, you're wanting to make a quick decision, I feel like a lot of this is going to have to be done at a lot slower of a rate. I'm just going to move that back so you can see the cards a bit better. I feel like, especially with this card and this card, the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, which is very cool actually because it's quite consecutive. I feel like there are going to be problems. So for the 8 of Swords, I see a lot of limitations, something limiting you, possibly the fact that you don't know what the outcome may be, but also a lot of things which could maybe be holding you back this year. I feel like maybe there is something which you're just not getting round to. You're not going to be getting there as fast as you hope because you're worried about what might happen. And in order to go through these changes with the Tower and make these decisions and take these chances, you're going to have to try and get over the fear of the unknown, try and get over the idea that there could be something wrong if you do this, and try and think more positively about what might actually happen and take place. So definitely think very carefully about whether these decisions you are making will be beneficial to you and whether they will help you grow as a person. I feel like possibly there could be someone in your life this year, group 1, which could possibly have bad intentions, could be maybe taking you for granted. This could be in a relationship or a friendship. We'll see a bit later on in the oracle cards as to what this may be exactly. But I do see quite a bit of possibly someone taking things that are yours. So for example, taking you for granted, or maybe someone trying to scam you or trying to get out of you what you don't want, or reveal something about you or expose something about you which you didn't want people to know. I feel like a lot of this could be due to the fact that you don't want people to take you for granted. You need to make sure that everyone around you is good people and try not to mix with people who may have bad energies. I see a lot of that with this. And with the 3 of Wands, this means chance usually. So you're taking the chance. So out of these 3 options, this person here has took the chance to take the 3rd wand. So when you are given an opportunity, don't be making like rash decisions, but also don't be taking too long, as that opportunity, that chance may go and you may miss out on an opportunity which was really beneficial to yourself and the progress you're going to be making this year. So make sure to make good decisions and keep an open mind to new chances in order to make this change happen. I feel like this change could be possibly moving to somewhere new. Maybe I feel that from the energy of the cards, maybe a new career path, but definitely something in either the realms of moving or changing a specific path you have taken. Maybe it's a different way you were expecting to go, something you wasn't expecting. This change is going to be very dramatic to your life in 2022, and I feel like maybe if you take this chance, you'll have the ability to make that dramatic change and to get over these blocks. Maybe take out toxicity in your life, maybe get rid of that deception, that deceitful people in your life that have bad intentions for you, and maybe stop being scared of the unknown and just take things as they are and see what happens. Okay, group 1, we're now going to be getting some goddess guidance from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck. So this is one of my favourite decks. I really like this deck. I love all the designs on there. But let's get into it and see what guidance the goddesses have for you today. Just going to brighten it up. Yeah, let's go. What guidance do you have for group 1 in 2022? Oh wow, we've got quite a few fall out there, so I'm just going to grab them. They literally flew across the table. So we have Ostara, we have Isis, and we have 4 here. We have Freya, and we have Aphrodite. So there's a lot here which could possibly link to what we've already been talking about. So with Ostara, she represents fertility, so maybe the big change could be possibly having a child, if that's what you've been thinking about. A big change in your life, possibly becoming a parent. But other than that, in different ways of fertility, these big changes could be big brand new ideas which you have came up with. You have conceived these new ideas which are going to be really beneficial to your 2022. They're really going to help you move you forward from these negative people and take these ideas as really important parts of your 2022. Take them as opportunities. See your ideas as opportunities to move forward, to bring newness into your life. So just going to focus on here and read the little quote. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So like I was saying with the whole moving out idea, or moving away, new conditions is definitely something here you could. So guys, I've moved to my phone camera just because mine ran out of charge. But let's get into the rest of this reading. So we were talking about Ostara and her links to this, to the tarot cards, and what I've already said about what could be going on in 2022 to do with fertility, new ideas, new projects, new places, etc. So I'm now going to move to Freya. Freya is a bold goddess. She is very powerful, and she says, unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. So be bold, be out there, do things which maybe you would have never thought of but doing before, which is why it links to the 8 of Swords. You're doing things which you never thought you'd do before this year. Maybe you're doing something that is overcoming a fear you've had, like a fear of heights, and doing skydiving or something that you've not expected to do ever. It really links well with the 8 of Swords, because you're doing things out of your comfort zone and you're sort of building out of this comfort zone. The way she's tied up is her comfort zone, and she's breaking out of that. She's coming out of the unknown that she's looking into the unknown. She's seeing what there is out there and what she can do to break things that she's fearful of. So I think Freya really links with this, and again with the Choices card with 7 of Cups, I really see that Freya is talking a lot about just making risks, taking risks, be daring, do things that you wouldn't expect. I think this is a very special card for you guys to hear, because it really does embody these changes that you're going to be making, these adventurous, spontaneous changes you're going to be making into your life. You're going to be taking risks, you're going to be taking chances this year. And yeah, I really think that does link with what we've been talking about. Next is Aphrodite, which I love Aphrodite, a very beautiful goddess. And what she says is awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. But basically what she's saying here is appreciate and embody the inner goddess that you have. Be a goddess yourself. Be this person that you really want to be. Be the best version of yourself that you can. Try and be like, treat yourself with self-care, relax, take things easy, take risks at the same time, but try and appreciate what is there already. Try and unleash what you already have inside, the fire, the passion, the energy you have inside. Try and unleash that and really make sure you stay on top of your self-care this year. You need to make sure you're looking after yourself, because if you're going to be taking these chances, it might make your mental health be a bit like all over the place, because you like doing things that you wouldn't usually do, new things. So your mental health may need to be looked after through self-care, and I feel like Aphrodite is going to guide you through with just reminding you that this self-care is really needed, and also just to show off who you are, be you, etc. So the next card is Isis. So Isis is all about past lives, things that have happened before, and it just could link with this because in past lives you probably moved house, which could be something on the cards for you guys this year. You've changed career possibly in a past life. You've possibly have to deal with someone who's had bad intentions, or someone you need to stay away from, or put distance between. So I definitely see that Isis is really important for you guys this year. She is really gonna show you. You may feel deja vu, things that have happened. You may be questioning, did I do this before? Have I done this before? And really it could be coming from a past life that you've had. So I really feel that this does connect. Definitely look out for that deja vu moment, because you may get some of those this year. So now we're going to get on to the next deck, and the final deck, which I think I was talking about earlier. But this is the final deck before we get on to the Love Oracle cards, and we see what's coming for you in love. Group 1. So, but the deck we're going to be using is the Kyle Gray Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. I got this for Christmas, and I'm really excited to use it in one of these picker cards. So let's get into it. So here are the cards. Absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love the design. Sorry, I keep saying the same words more than once. But yeah, let's see what this oracle has to say for you. Group 1, let's get into it. What is coming for Group 1 in 2022? Messages for Group 1 2022. Oh, we had a couple fall out there. Another couple, I think. So we have this one and this one. Okay, so let's read what we've got going on here. So the first card we have is the Third Eye Activation. We then have Ancestral Realm. We have Stargate's Heart. And we have the Halls of Amenti Initiation. So there's quite a lot going on here. I love the designs on these cards. I think they're really beautiful. Okay, so let's start off with the first. I'm just going to move them closer so you can see all that we've got. So I'm going to just move these and I'll be right back. I think that's a bit better. You can see sort of the cards a bit better now. But let's get into this. I'm just going to move it over here so you can see the main ones we're looking at for the minute. So let's start off with Halls of Amante initiation. So this suggests, which is what I think links with this card the most, which is the Seven of Swords, is it suggests that secrets are going to be revealed. So maybe not necessarily with this card secrets that you may want to hear. Maybe someone's been lying or not telling you the truth, and these secrets are going to be exposed this year. If you do feel like someone in your life has been being like this, either in the past year or the new year, I feel like those secrets are definitely going to be revealed this year with this card here, the Halls of Amante initiation. And I really like how it's got a window in it. I feel like a lot of these cards in this oracle deck have windows in, and it suggests that there's always a path out, there's always new things to see, and I really like this in this deck. I think it's really interesting. But another thing with Halls of Amante initiation is that treasures or things that you've not really looked at before are going to be uncovered. So things that you maybe haven't ever thought of doing before. So like I was saying with the Eight of Swords, so things that you've maybe put off in life are going to be uncovered. Maybe you're going to find a new hobby. I feel like hobbies are really important at the minute for you guys, group one. I feel like hobbies are going to be found that you never expected to be interested in 2022. Things might be challenging sometimes, and this is why you may feel trapped. You may feel within your comfort zone because you may not be able to get out of this. You may not be able to overcome something, and it may cause you to be challenged in some way in one part of your life or another. And this is what the Halls of Amante initiation suggests. But there is ways for things. Something's going to be initiated which helps you get out of this challenge. Something's going to change, something's going to give you another chance, and you're going to be able to make a good decision about what might be able to be changed in order for you to live a better life in 2022. So if you've been feeling stagnant in your life, or you've been worrying about a career path, then maybe you will get some sort of light or clarity on that. Like at the start of the year, you may be trying to get rid of anxieties from this card again. Anxieties may be being getting rid of, like from 2021 you'll be moving through that transitional phase, getting any bad energies out of your life. And I feel like this is really important for you because the more you get the toxicity out with this card, the more you get that out of your life, there's more chances that secrets will be revealed, new things will be, you'll have new opportunities, new ideas and new things for you to get involved in. The next card you have is the Stargate Heart, which actually comes to your heart chakra as it says down here. So it's an opening, it's opening your heart, it's unlocking new things, unlocking new ideas that you may have never thought of before, bringing out new ideas, new changes which you may never have even imagined, and unlocking this part of you which is very new to you, has changed you in some way, a very different part of you which you're unlocking, possibly something with your spirituality you might be unlocking. And also, as it says here, that Stargate Heart is someone who is very generous. They want to give things in order to be able to expand their network. So maybe if you're in a career where you need to know a lot of people in order to get where you want to be, I feel like maybe being generous to those people, being generous with your ideas, being more open to new things, having that open mind is going to be really important to get into where you want to be in 2022. And I feel like this is your guide. So keep following that, like on this path, you get into this place, you get into this Emerald City. So just make sure that you are being generous, you're unlocking new things, new ideas, and you will get to where you want to be. The thing with the whole unlocking idea is that maybe your heart's being more safe and more willing to let love into your life. So this might show up in the love oracles later on, but you're being more open to love, and you're being more open to finding love, finding things that mean a lot to you, people that mean a lot to you, maybe someone who you already know, maybe someone that you want to open your heart to, someone you have feelings for maybe. So the next one, the third message we get is the ancestral realm. So you may be involved with your ancestors. Maybe your ancestors are guiding you through 2022. I feel like they're going to be very important to you during this time, during this year. And I feel like it's going to be important for you to get involved with them and think about, again, we have karmic release, which links with Isis over here with the past life, which is so amazing when you think about it, the fact that oracles can match up and stuff like that. But it's you're getting rid of those karmic energies, getting rid of those past life memories, making a new way for your life. So maybe in a future life you have a new way to live. Maybe you're not relying on the life of the past, you're bringing a new life, a new thing to what your legacy, your heritage has become. And healing the lineage, like it says, you're healing these past lives and memories which you may have gone through with the bad intentions. Maybe you're going to get this person who has bad intentions out of your life in this life, and maybe that won't happen again because you've released this negative energy from your life in 2022. You're getting rid of that past life part of yourself in order to move that toxicity from future lives that you may be involved in. And again, with ancestral realm, boundaries are really important. You need to make sure that you're setting these boundaries, so next in your future lives you aren't having to deal with these problems again. You can go straight to the change, you can make quick decisions, you can take the chances. It's all about, from what I'm seeing, it's all about building yourself this year, building things for yourself so you can have a better future. Move it forward. Finally, we have third eye activation. So maybe, like I was saying with the whole spiritual idea, which I was getting from some places on the deck, on the cards that we've got here, maybe you're unlocking that intuitive side of yourself, that inner vision, that clear seeing. You're like activating this, you're making it more in your head, and you're actually going to start thinking about your spirituality, thinking about where you want to be spiritually, and it relates to your brow chakra. So you've got heart chakra this year and brow chakra, so you've got a lot of energies opening up and not a lot of ideas opening up. Maybe you're gonna be able, if you open your third eye, you might be able to see this negative person. You might be able to pick out who it is that's not got the right energy or the right intentions for you. And you're going to be able to see this more clearly and get that karmic release, get that out of your life. So yeah, I feel like this is really important to you. You're going to be getting out past life energies. So the next deck that we're going to be using is the Romance Angels deck, which a lot of you will have seen before. And I'm just going to use this to get some oracle pulls for your love life in 2022. So this is going to be the final part of the reading. So I have hoped you've enjoyed it so far and that it's been beneficial to you. But yeah, let's get into the oracles. So there we go. Such a beautiful deck. Everyone loves this. I love it for the gold down the side. Obviously I've used mine quite a bit, so it's sort of worn off. But yeah, let's get into this. So what is coming for love in 2022 for group 1? Oh, we've got a couple of things coming out already. So we have true love. Wow. Really linking with that seven of swords. We have this could be the one. Wow, group 1, you've got very strong love energies coming in, which is why your heart chakra might be really important to you at this time. And religious factors, which again links with your spirituality. I'm going to shuffle for a few more. What is coming for love in 2022 for group 1? See if any others want to come out and tell us anything about your love life in 2022. Oh, we've got one that's came out here. Release your ex. So releasing again. Wow, 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 wow. I've got a lot of energies coming from here. A lot of things that you may need to consider with this. So what I'm immediately saying is that this person who has deceived you, or maybe deceiving you, or has deceived you in the past, could be an ex. It could be someone who's currently still in your life. Is this person still in your mind? Is this ex still in your mind? You might actually be with your future ex right now, and you may break up during 2022. But I don't want you to worry about that right now, because you will release them. And maybe this is the releasing, the karmic release, the past life that you need to get out. This person might be from a past life relationship and you need to get them out. They don't want to be in your future life. You don't want to deal with someone who's deceiving you or got bad intentions or taking you for granted. So really, I feel like this ex, maybe move on from them now. Maybe it's time to let go of this ex. Maybe you could still be with them right now. You could still be in a relationship and they may be your ex in 2022, so I'm not going to rule that out. But yeah, you need to clear your energy. You need to get that out. But I don't want you to worry about what could happen now that you've got rid of this ex, now you've moved on from this person in 2022. Because if you do break up with someone and it's an ex that you need to release, or maybe you are still focused on your ex, they're still in your life in some way or another, maybe they're in your friendship group, etc. Don't worry about this, because you are going to find that true love, a love which isn't full of deception and bad intentions, a love which is actually true, actually meant for you, a love which is, as it says here, the romance of a lifetime. It is going to be a love which is very important to your life and very important to your personal growth, which is why I think the heart chakra opening and the unlocking of the heart is really important. It's basically saying that it's safe. It is safe for you to find this true love. You will find that in 2022. And with this as well, the fact that it could be the one, it's really showing to me that no matter what happens with the ex, you do have the chance to, sorry, it's not focusing for some weird reason, you do have the chance to find that true love this year. And I don't want you to be put off by the ex that may come into your life or anything. Get them out, release them, get them out of your life, and just focus on the fact that you could be finding true love. And this person may align with your religious ideals and beliefs. They may have similar belief systems to you, etc. Or maybe it will encourage you to get involved with your spirituality, which is what I was saying. You may want to get involved with the third eye this year, and maybe this person will encourage you to get involved with that side of yourself. They will be supportive of that spiritual side of yourself. So the main thing for you, group one, that I can see here is that you're going to be making new changes. You're going to be building on yourself. You're going to be doing things which you never imagined you'd do before, and you're going to be setting boundaries for yourself as to what you are worthy of. There may be someone in your life this year who is a bad intention for you, who has bad energy around you, who you need to get out of your life. And I feel like there's definitely the chance of this true love coming into your life, and spirituality will be heightened this year, and you will definitely feel that love connection this year with someone at some point, and they could be the one, they could be the final partner that you've been looking for this whole time. So that was your reading, group one. I really hope it let you know what could be coming in 2022. I really hope you enjoyed the first reading from me on my channel, and I hope you'll come back for more. If you would like a private reading with me, I do private readings on my Twitter. You can also message me on my Instagram. I don't usually do readings on there, but my personal Instagram will be below, so you can check that out as well, if you're interested. I have a main channel as well. I might leave that below as well. But I want you to focus on what I've said today, and I really hope that you see what you need to see with this new year, and I wish you all the best for 2022. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading for predictions of 2022, not January. I will be doing January predictions in the future, and I'll be doing predictions for every month. So this won't be month specific. It will just be a general reading about what could happen to you in 2022. So I'm not going to go into deep monthly readings, but if you would like a private reading on a 12-month spread, then please check out my Twitter below, and it has my price list on there. But let's get into the reading. So you picked the Barberi Tarot, and you also picked this lovely clear quartz I have here. I'm using my phone camera at the minute, but it may change to my actual camera later on in the reading, so just if the quality changes, that is why. My camera died as I was doing group 1's reading, so yeah. But you guys picked the Barberi Tarot, so this is what it looks like. A very nice dark deck. I feel like not all decks have to be light and pretty. I feel some can be dark and very interesting and have different sort of meanings and representations. So let's get into this. So this is a tarot deck, as I was saying. So let's get in and get some tarot cards for you. Group 1, group 2. I've just been doing so much with group 1 that it's literally stuck in my head. Anyway, and this is my first reading that I've ever done on this channel, so if there's any mishaps, then please just bear with me and I will try and get better readings. Well, the reading's still going to be just as good, but I'll get better quality videos out in the future. So let's see what's coming to group 2 in 22. So we've already got 4 cards here, I think. We've already got a lot of cards that came out for you guys. Oh my god, the Barberi Tarot is very brutal, very abrupt, and it does like to give us a lot of cards at once. So we have the 10 of Wands. Wow, a very dark message, but I see that this is very important to you guys this year. We have Tower. So this is the Tower card. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the 10 of Cups. Oh my god, we've got 3 10s here. That is magical. And we have the 5 of Cups. Wow, a lot of strong energy here, a lot of building energy. So maybe you're going to be building on yourself this year. Middle, but I can't believe we have 3 10s. So a suit with a 10 in every one, which is quite magical, I think. Wow, as if 3 10s have came out and wanted to say hello to us today. But the first card we have here is the 10 of Wands, and we can see a lot of branches coming out of this person. You're branching to this new being, you're becoming this new person, and you know what your responsibilities are. You're actually maturing in a lot of ways. You're becoming this mature person, and there are a lot of boundaries which you will be making in 2022, taking on what is not yours, and this weakens yourself, so try not to take on too much. So don't take on too much, keep your boundaries secure, and make sure you say no to people if you can't take on what they ask you to do or the favour they're asking from you. Make sure to say no. You're not a hero, you're not there to do everything for everyone. You're just there to do what you need to do to grow personally, not for someone else's growth. So just do what you need to do, and if you can take on something else, then take on something else, but make sure you're not taking on too much and keep your boundaries secure. So the next card, as I was saying, is the Tower. So this card is quite a powerful card. I like how there's energy coming onto the Tower, like a storm maybe. So the Tower suggests a lot about change. It's sort of like COVID, how it just came and it changed. With this lightning, we've got that it's coming and it's going to change this Tower for what it has been and what it's going to become. And I feel like your purpose is going to be heightened here. Your purpose for living is definitely going to be important. You're going to be focusing on why you are here, what your purpose is, and whatever it is, it will be right. You have a purpose, and it's not to protect yourself from the world. Be open to doing things which are new, things that you don't expect. Enjoy living and exploring new things, but make sure you do have some sort of protection which just protects you from any negative energies. But don't hold yourself off or hold back from what you could be doing. The next card is the 10 of Swords, which is very, very interesting. In other decks, this suggests a lot of like defeat, a lot of like very like fatal defeat, like literally really harsh defeat, and being a lot of hard energies here in this. I feel like there's a lot of hard things you're going to have to go through, group 2. Make sure you're coming out on the good side of things. Try to avoid things that may put you into your downfall. Try and do things which are for the good of people, for the good of yourself. Don't fight for something which isn't worth fighting for. Try and keep things light and try and do things which are for you. Make sure that the things you are doing are definitely for you, are needed for you to grow. Try and make sure you're keeping that spiritual inclination to keep yourself positive, keep doing things that are coming for you, and the blessings of the world, of the things that you're creating, will come. It's funny how we've got 3 10s. I just can't get over how crazy that is, because it's not like the first time I've used this deck and they're all together. It is literally, I've used this deck so many times now. But you will reach the end of a quest. Like, if you're trying to get to this building, get to this castle, you will get there. I feel like this river is like a path to where you want to be, and you will be able to get there if you can put in the good, keep your boundaries, keep good, allow things to change. I feel like you will get to where what you want to be, and you won't have any blockages in the way. It may have took you a while to get there, and it might have been challenging, but you will get there, and you can get there. You have the ability and the capability to get there. You may still be on this river, you may still be far away, you might not even got to the land yet, but you will. You have the ability to do this, and it's really important. You may have sacrificed something, maybe financially you might have invested, and you don't know whether the investment is worth it for what you're trying to do if you've started a business or something, but you will grow, you will get there, you will get to where you want to be in your career. I feel like this reading for you guys, group 2, is very career based. Make sure you're focusing on your work, how you want to grow, how you want to get to the next promotion, how you want to be your own boss, and don't take on too much. Do what you need to do to better yourself. And that's the main message here, that what I'm getting from these cards. So for the 5 of Cups, again, we see a lot of positive warrior type energies, which I feel are really important for 2022 for you, in order to keep your boundaries, in order to keep the good, in order to get to where you want to be. You need to keep this warrior face on. You need to keep there. You need to make sure that you're the warrior of your progress, the warrior of where you want to be, the warrior of your career. So it's very strong independent energy here. Maybe you might have to work solo. You may have to be more independent and do things for yourself. Take the career in your own hands. Again, this energy here, this warrior energy. Warriors have to take risks. Leaders have to take risks. And when you're able to take risks, you're able to change. You will grow. You will move the blockages out of your life. So it's really important that you do keep that warrior energy going. You do become willing to change. So that's what I'm getting from the tarot cards. A lot of change, a lot of boundaries, a lot of work ethic related energy. The next deck for you guys, group 2, is the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. I really like these cards. They're really pretty. They're very nice to read from as well. So here we go. Let's shuffle these. Okay, so what is going for group 2 in 2022? A lot of 2s there for me. Okay guys, so we've got 5 cards here, so I'm just going to move these tarot cards up here. Just so then we can see our energy cards a bit better. So we have hostilities, we have appreciation, we have the second chakra Archangel Ariel, we have journey, and we have caring connections, and we have the rest and rejuvenation card. Group 2, so as I said, we've got a lot of cards with a lot of energies here this year. So I'm going to start off from this side and work my way up. But the first card we've got is the rest and rejuvenation card. So as much as this reading up here with the tarot cards is about progressing in your career and being very career driven, you do need to remember that work needs rest. Work and rest need to balance out one another. So make sure that you are resting and taking that time to rest and rejuvenate, rehydrate, drink loads maybe, or just take a lot in terms of self-care and just be there. Relax, maybe have some nice baths this year. Just make sure you self-care and you're taking a lot of care for yourself. The next card is hostilities. So here, what I think this is getting at is the 10 of Wands, where it says don't take on too much. You may frustrate people if you keep having to say no to favours, but that's not because you're doing anything wrong. That's not because of you being a bad person. That's just because you don't want to take on too much. You don't want to stress yourself out too much. You want to make sure you still have that time for rest and rejuvenating. But you may create hostile environments in the workplace or with other people, which is why it may be important for this time for solo work over here. It may be important because hostilities may arise if we are saying no to things, but this is so we can keep our boundaries intact. Another thing I see here which is quite powerful is the appreciation card. You need to make sure that you're appreciating how far you've come. As much as you want to change, you want to become better, you may be wanting a promotion, appreciate where you are right now. Appreciate what you've got in life at the current state of this year. Make sure you're keeping maybe a gratitude diary, or you're just putting in a lot of gratitude and you're showing people how appreciative you are of what you have got and what you have become. And where you have gotten. Make sure you're always showing that appreciation. With the Archangel Ariel, we can see that this is based here, and I feel that Ariel brings a lot of warmth to this quite cold environment. With these tarot cards up here, we have quite cold energies up here, especially with all the greens and blues here and the blacks and the darks. But I feel like this will be a year where the appreciation makes you feel more warm-hearted, maybe a bit more happy in yourself, and maybe you're just feeling a lot of warmth. Maybe it's going to be a hot year, who knows, but I feel like maybe you're just going to be a lot more open, a lot more warming, a lot more empathetic, a lot more sympathetic, and just a lot more open to others' feelings. But don't let these warm feelings, these happy feelings, take away from your boundaries, because the more warm you are, the more likely you're going to say yes to things that you can't handle. So just make sure that this doesn't take over. These energies of warmth don't take over. The next card is the Journey card, which links very well with our Tower over here. It's funny actually, because we also got the Tower for Group 1, so I think there's a lot of change for everyone this year. I feel like there's going to be a lot going on for people this year, but this Journey card suggests that we need to be a lot more open to taking new directions, new paths, which is why you might need to go into something more solo in your career. You may want to be your own boss this year, but not other than that, you might go on a personal journey somewhere where you're growing. And this will link very well to our oracle cards later on, this card here. You may go on a more romantic journey with someone new, a new connection with someone, and that might be a journey in itself. Or maybe you'll travel this year, maybe you'll go away, maybe you'll move somewhere new. So it's all about newness here, and a lot of new energies, and a lot of new places to be, new ways to go in your path. So just be aware that journey is going to be very important to you this year, Group 2. Finally, we have, for these cards, we have the Caring Connections cards. So this card suggests a lot of romance this year, a lot of caring connections, but not only just romance with someone, but someone who's caring and willing to take care of you, and you're willing to take care of them. A very caring connection here may appear in Group 2, in 2022, or maybe someone you are currently with, maybe you'll relight the spark, relight the fire between you two, and it'll be a very nice connection for you both, a very new freshness in your love life, and I really see a strong love life energies here, especially with this card as well. Okay, Group 2, so I've switched to my camera now, but as I was saying before, there's a lot of love energy here and here, but a lot of work energy here. So I feel like this year is the main focuses so far for this year are going to be work and love. So really great energies to have. I feel a lot of financial stability as well. I feel like the love and the work is going to make you a very happy person this year. So the next deck that we're going to move on to, the next and final oracle deck for your guys' reading, is the... Actually, no, it's not the final oracle deck because we have the love oracle. But the next deck we're going to be using is Moonology Manifestation by Yasmin Bollard. I got this for Christmas and I'm super excited to use it. So yeah, let's get into the Moonology cards. This is a very beautiful deck, but here is our Moonology Manifestations card. So let's see what you need to be manifesting, whilst also just any messages from the moon phases and signs. So I'm just going to put these on here just so we've got a bit more room on the table for some other cards. So let's get into this. I feel like power is very important. Everyone's going to be taking out in charge of their own powers and their own abilities, I think, this year. The next is the first quarter moon in Taurus. So guys, you're going to be releasing the control. So by having boundaries, you're releasing being controlled by others. You're releasing being someone's pawn in a chess game, for example. So you're actually going to be your own boss of your own control. You're going to be self-control, controlling yourself rather than having someone else controlling you, because you're going to be releasing control in 2022. And in the next one, we have the new moon in Taurus. We had the first quarter in Taurus, now we have the new moon in Taurus. And this is to know your worth. So when I was talking about the appreciation, and the Five of Cups, you really need to know what you're worth. You know that you should be appreciative to how far you've got in life. You should know that you're worthy of appreciating and giving yourself some relaxation and rest time, because you are worthy of this. You are worthy of the rest, the relaxation, the change, the being your boss. You have the abilities to be your own boss, and you should appreciate that and know that you are worthy of that. I feel like worth is really going to be important as well this year. You're going to know your worth. So in love, for example, you're not going to let people take you for granted in love. It's going to be something where you're both worthy of each other, if you get what I mean. So you're both taking on, appreciate one another for who you are, so you know your worth, you know what is okay and what is not, and you're going to make sure your boundaries are respectful for you, and you're going to know what you're worthy of, and the boundaries are going to be really important to you this year. Finally, another one which is to do with know your worth is the new moon in Libra, which is that you should know that you're loved. So with the appreciation, with the caring connections, again, know that you're loved. Know that even though there might be hostile energies at work or in work-related environments or friendship-related environments, in your family and in your love life and in yourself, you should know that you are loved. Loved by yourself, by taking time for self-care, loved by your partner for caring connections, and also loved by your family. You are loved and you are worthy. As we were saying, you are worthy of love. Love is going to be really important in this time. You need to show yourself a bit of self-love and show yourself that you are worthy of this love, and that you have the power. You have the power to be worthy of your love and to release the control from yourself. So that's a lot of messages that I'm getting for you guys. A lot of worth, a lot of power, a lot of love, a lot of releasing control, a lot of these energies here. So the final deck we're going to be using is the Romance Angels Oracle deck, which every group will be getting in their readings. So that's why it's already open. But here it's a beautiful deck. I love it for the gold, but the gold has sort of worn off on mine because I've used it for quite a long time, about 2 years now. What is coming in love in 2022 for group 2? Love in 2022 for group 2. Love in 2022 for group 2. Love in 2022 for group 2. Group 2. Okay, so we've got quite a few cards pop out here. So we have reconciliation. So I have a few things to say about that, which could link to some of the cards we've had already. We have religious factors. We have worth waiting for. And we also have finances and career. So, as I was saying previously, with this reconciliation, this is the first one I'm going to talk about actually. I feel that maybe with this connection, you're going to, if this is from a past lover or someone from your past, and an ex or something that may get back in contact with you, this could really link well with the cards we've already seen. So this person who you might be getting a new, caring, fresh relationship with could be someone from your past, and you are reconciliating with them. I feel like you will be taking control in this relationship, but releasing control from them. If this person who you are reconciliating with in the past has been quite controlling in terms of your guys' relationship, I feel like now is the time for them to sort of let you take the reins. You now know that you are worthy, and you now have boundaries. So make sure that when you get into this new relationship with someone possibly from your past, make sure you keep those boundaries. This warmth that you get from Ariel, this warm feeling in your heart, and remembering those feelings you once had. Remember that, don't let your boundaries slip because you are reconciliating with someone you previously loved and you previously had feelings for. And I think this links well with the worth waiting for card, because maybe the timing wasn't right when you first got together, you guys. Maybe it wasn't the right time for you to be together, and that's why it didn't work out well for you guys. So I feel like now is the time for you guys to properly work on a good relationship where you both work for each other, you both put the same amount of effort in, and you're not taking each other for granted. So I feel like maybe it is the time to be with this person. I feel like your finances and career are going to be the main point in your life. Even though you may want love and you may want this caring connection, your power is going to shine through in your work life, and work is going to be the main focus for you. And you make sure that you don't let your love life take over the work that you are putting in and the effort you are putting in for this year. And finally, with religious factors, I feel like this means that possibly this person has come to a spiritual awakening, or has maybe come to the point where they've realised, maybe I was better off with this person, maybe they were better off with you, and they've had some awakening in some way. Or maybe they've connected with their religious beliefs and they've realised the mistakes they have made, and they would like a second chance. So I really feel that this all links with what has been said. So the main messages for you group 2, now that we have gone through all of the cards that I have for you today, sorry it's a bit of a mess on here, but the main thing for you group 2 is to keep your boundaries, allow change, work towards where you want to be your own boss, allow for relaxation and rejuvenation. Create this caring relationship, but make sure you appreciate what you've already got and try not to let them take advantage of you. This is worth waiting for. Know that you are loved and know that you are worthy of a good relationship. Anyway, group 2, I really hope this reading linked well with you and resonated, and I wish you all the best blessings and positive vibes for 2022, and I hope everything comes better for you guys, and I really hope you have a good new year. So if you haven't already, please subscribe if this reading resonated with you, and I'll be back with January 2022 predictions in the near future. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget you can book a private reading below, and let me know what you thought of this reading in the description. Especially let me know what you felt about the 3 10s up here. And yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, group 3, welcome to your reading. Here is your reading for what's coming to you in 2022 and your 2022 predictions. So as I've said for the other 2 groups, this isn't going to be a 12-month reading. It's not going to go through every month, because I'm going to be doing monthly prediction pick a card readings in the future. So do keep an eye out for that, and if you did enjoy this reading, then do stick around and put your notifications on for those readings. But we are going to do a general overall reading for 2022 and what is going to be coming to you in 2022, and the messages that guides, spirits, angels, everyone has for you for 2022, and how to have the best 2022 that you have. That's a lot of 2022s that I've just said, but let's get into it. So you picked the rose quartz, the very beautiful rose quartz. I personally love rose quartz. It's one of my favourite crystals. I'm going to put that there. And you also picked the crystal tarot, which looks like this, a very beautiful looking deck. So let's get into your reading and see what's going to you guys in 2022. Guys, so we're going to shuffle these cards now. So let's see what's coming to group 3 in 2022. These are really big cards, so it's hard to hold them. What's coming in 2022 for group 3? What's coming in 2022 for group 3? So a couple have flew out already, but I'm going to get a couple more. What's coming in 2022 for group 3? What's coming in 2022 for group 3? Okay, so I'm going to go with the ones that we've just flew out. Okay, so we have here group 3. Just brighten it so you can see the cards a bit better. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Temperance. We have the Three of Cups. And finally we have the King of Swords. So we've got both the Queen and the King of Swords. Interesting, very, very interesting. So, let's get into the reading. The first thing I see for you guys really is very strong, powerful energies with these two here, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. I also see very patient energy with Temperance, and I also see quite celebratory energy with the Three of Cups. You like got overflowing cups here with the Three of Cups. Let me show you. Sort of overflowing with like very like a fountain. It's like literally like a fountain, and it's overflowing with all of this good energy. The main message from the Queen of Swords is that you have two sides to your character. You can choose to let your beautiful aura of serenity shine, or you can be harsh and judgmental. So what this is saying is that you can be very kind, very serene and very patient, which is what we've seen with the Temperance, but you can also be quite harsh with your judgment. So just to be wary this year is that try not to be too harsh and try not to be too laid back. So I'll be somewhere in the middle. Try and focus your energies really intentionally. Because this is a very powerful card, you have the ability to be quite merciful with people. So if people who do you wrong in 2022, try not to be too harsh. Try to be a bit of both, and try to just let that energy, that powerful energy, rise and be quite authoritative with what you're saying, but try not to be harsher than you need to be, and make sure you forgive and forget this year. I feel like forgiveness is really important for 2022. I see that in a lot of my readings recently, a lot of guidance to be forgiveful and to forget things and move on. So I can see that a lot with the Queen here. With the Queen, however, with the King, however, I see someone holding a lot of things going on here. You've got the butterfly of transformation, you have the crystals that he's holding, and you have the sword. So you have the harshness of the sword, you have quite a lot of crystals here, so like maybe try not to take on too much, be powerful, but make sure you stand your ground, use that power, use that leadership, use that powerful nature, and you may have some change in your life. Change may come to you quite easy. That in order to have a successful life in 2022, you need to be inspired. You need to keep those thoughts inspired and keep your mind awake and aware of what is going on, and creating new projects for you to embark on, creating new hobbies, try out new things and new ideas. Make your decisions quite with a lot of consideration. Try not to rush into things too fast, even though now and this year is a time to conceive new ideas and brand new things. Make sure that you're not rushing into things and taking on too much, as I was saying with the crystals. So next card is the Six of Wands, which represents a lot of fire energy. I feel here a lot of growth, a lot of passionate, fast growth. But if you are making these fast decisions, these fast growth, and you're progressing quite fast, remember to slow down and have patience at times. Remember to make good, careful decisions and don't be too impulsive. But after all this hard work and you're moving forward into this new year, remember it's time to take charge. So that's why I think we're getting a lot of powerful energies here. Take charge of what you're doing, which is why I think it links again with the fire energy, because even though you're making careful decisions, remember that these are your decisions. These are things you're agreeing to do, with things that you're putting your heart into. So remember to always be your own person and make sure you're making those strong decisions. With Temperance here, like I was saying, Temperance represents a lot of patience. So remember to have patience with things. Try not to do things too soon or too eagerly. Make sure you give yourself time. So remember that you are in a place of transforming in 2022. So the Temperance represents transformation, and it's a slow process of transformation, like the transformation to being a butterfly. So remember that this transformation is going to be slow, but try not to be overwhelmed by your emotions and your excitement for this transformation. Try to go slow, try to take things with ease, and keep that self-control. So linking with the Queen here, make sure you're controlled and keeping that self-control. Work on removing any of the blockages in your life with the Three of Cups and things. Remove any blockages and allow new energy to flow through. So with this fire energy, I feel like here. Fix relationships. So if there's any relationships in your life right now which need fixing, maybe focus on that. So next, and the final card I'm going to be talking about with these tarot cards, this crystal tarot, is the Three of Cups, which, like I was saying, is like an overflowing mountain. So try and rein with this. I see that you need to rein your emotions in. They're overflowing, they're coming out, and they're blocking your progression. You need to rein in your emotions and keep that control, that self-control. Temperance and the Queen of Pentacles we're referencing to. And I feel like with the this actually links to watermelon tourmaline, which I really see, because it links with the element of water here, which is where the cups come from. And there are good times coming. As I was saying, this card can link with celebration. Celebration and happiness will be there in 2022, but you need to remember that planning needs to take place, careful decisions and control of your emotions, trying to rein them in and make sure they don't overflow too highly. As much as you need the rest and the patience, you need to make sure you're making slow progressions in your transformation. Another thing is that watermelon tourmaline is a feel better crystal, which links well with the celebration side. So it's something which will possibly heal you in 2022. So maybe if you buy some watermelon tourmaline, maybe keep it with you, and it will heal you, keep you relaxed, but it will guide you to good celebrations, happiness, and make you feel better overall. So if you feel like you're not going anywhere, you're not progressing at that current time, just remember that you are going through a slow transformation, so you're not going to see results straight away. Keep that self-control, try to make careful decisions, and you will progress. But if it's going slow, then maybe take time for a celebration, maybe go and do something fun with your friends and family and things like that. So the next cards, I'm going to move these ones up here just so then we have more room. The next cards, the next oracle deck we're going to be using is the Guardian Angels deck, which I got recently, and I'm going to be giving this a whirl with this group 3. So really, let's see what the angels, the Guardian Angels, have to say for your reading in 2022. Again, a beautiful deck here, a really nice deck. I think this deck actually does come with reversals, but we'll just see. But yeah, so let's get into it. So what's coming in 2022 for group 3? What angels may be guiding you during 2022, group 3? Messages for group 3 in 2022. Messages for group 3 in 2022. There's been a lot of coincidences in these readings, and one of the cards that just came out really does link to what we've been talking about, which was quite crazy, to be honest. I'm really shocked at how much this is linking together. So let's see what angels we have. So we've got a few here. So we have Zahaya. If I'm saying these wrong, I'm really sorry, but we have Zahaya here. We have Yeratel, very strong energy here, a lot of power, which links with our queen as they're both wearing weapons. This is the one which really links to what I've been saying with this whole transformation idea. We have Ayahel, which has a butterfly on the card itself, which links to our King of Swords and our Temperance, which suggests our transformation here. we've definitely, group 3 are definitely going through a transformation in 2022. Finally, we have Vilaya, which has some very nice lavender or like some sort of nice flower in it, which is suggesting to me that like maybe nature is the time. And if it is lavender, which I think it could be on this card, then maybe that patience, that relaxation is definitely going to be important to you. Finally, we have Aimee, which is to do with birds, to do with flying, to do with progressing. So yeah, a lot of progression here. I can see a lot of moving forward, a lot of flying with your ideas, going and progressing, a lot of transformation, transforming to where you want to be in 2022. And I also see with Yaratel with the weaponry and the Queen of Swords, I see that you are going to chase what you want this year. You're going to go and take action on what you want. With the arrows, I feel like you're going to like literally arrow into your ideas and take out the opportunities that you are being given, and you're definitely going to get there in some way. So let's look at each card more deeply. Aimee is an angel which links very well with our temperance, as it suggests a lot of patience. Temperance is obviously very well known for patience and slow growth, and Aimee really links with this because the bird is patient. It waits out for its prey and it strikes with the arrow, it strikes, and you get to where you want to be. It's going to be slow, but you're going to get there, and you're going to make the actions to get there. You will find where you want to be. So another thing with Aimee is that he brings patience when we are anxious. So if we are making a careful consideration, a careful decision, and we're anxious about the outcome, Aimee guides people through their patience, through their anxiety, guides them with patience. And he brings us a lot of knowledge about things, and he makes fair judgments on ideas and weighs up situations so we can make clear decisions. So if you feel like at any point during 2022 you're making that careful decision and you're unsure, call out to Aimee and he will come and gain some clarity for you, and he will bring that clarity and that transparency to you, and the patience, the growth is coming, so don't worry about that. Vilaya links very well with the King of Swords over here because he is the dominant king. He is the king of the angels here, the guardian angels. He is the main guy to go for it too. He brings inner peace with the flowers. I see this with the temperance, bringing that inner peace into your life during 2022. He has the ability to get rid of enemies, so maybe those people who you might need to be a bit harsh to, he will guide you through that process. And also if you need to give mercy to someone, he will be there. Again, he represents success. You will have success, you will have that celebration. The cause and the reason to celebrate will be there. Success is very important. You will be celebrating your success this year. I feel like this year is going to be very successful for you. And you are protected with prosperity in your career with this, which is why I feel like when you're making career decisions, you need to go slow, make these decisions quite carefully. So Hale here is the supreme angel, and that's their attribute, and they live on the planet on Venus, which is really important to us when we're considering transformation. Because you're going to gain the wisdom you need to make that progress this year and to make those important decisions. You're going to gain the wisdom you need to transform, to become that person you are so hoping to be, the person you are working towards. In order to transform, a lot of people need to figure out the truths about what is going on in their life. Is there anyone there that isn't giving us true intentions? And you need to get these people out of the life so that you can just transform more peacefully and more easily into better situations and things and reasons to celebrate. So maybe this transformation is important because you need to think about logical tactics, logic here, especially with the Queen of Swords here. I feel a lot of logic, a lot of success, and I also feel immediate victory, immediate celebration, immediate cause to be happy, immediate success, which we're seeing here with Valea. So if you want that immediate growth, you have to understand that it comes slowly, it comes at a slow pace, as Aimee says here. So even though you want this, you can get it and you will get the wisdom to do that, but you just have to be patient and ready to transform. You have to fully prepare your mind to transform first before you can do any of this. So Yuratel, again, I see with the Queen here with punishment and stuff. Yuratel is the angel who punishes bad people or bad energies or bad things. When you get that evil out of your life, you will be able to transform. When you get those people who are blocking your path to success, when you get them out of your life, you will be able to transform and pass through into a better celebratory life, something happy, something successful. And again, this is very linking with Valea because Yeratel suggests success, like I was saying with the arrows, taking the action, taking the self-control and the action to get your success. He is there and he represents success. He brings success in business. So Sahaya is someone who cures illness. He is very important for health, so I see good health here, especially with the happiness. Maybe you're celebrating good health, or maybe this transformation will bring you good health. If you're struggling with anything at the minute health wise, then maybe this transformation is to do with your health. Maybe you will transform into better health and better well-being here. You might have better outcomes with hospital or appointments or things like that because health is on your side this time. Another thing where this links to our success is that Sahaya protects us from evil and financial ruin. So we see a lot of protection with you guys, group 3, a lot of protection here, and I feel that this protection is going to help you build your finances in your career. I feel like you may become more financially stable this year because of your links with these angels here who are very important for finances and success. So I feel like you have a lot of health and wealth success coming this year, so that's really good for you personally. I feel like this is really important for you to grow. So the next deck we're going to be looking into is the Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia Kate Peters and Barbara Michael John Free. So let's get into those. Okay, group 3, so here's a beautiful spellcasting deck. Let's see what you need to do and what is coming to you in 2022. What is coming to group 3 in 2022? What is coming to group 3? Oh my days. Loads came out then, but I'm just gonna put them back because I didn't feel very connected to those ones. What is coming to group 3 in 2022? What is coming to group 3 in 2022? Very chaotic. Oh my days. Very chaotic. So we have some cards here. I'm gonna get them out. So we have financial health, which is what we have been referencing and talking about. Financial health is going to be really beneficial to you guys this year. As we were saying with Sahaya and all these success cards and the celebration, financial health is going to be here for you guys in 2022. We also have protection. Again, all this protective energy protecting you from evil so that you can transform and be the person you need to be. We have life purpose, so you're going to find your purpose. This transformation is going to help you find the purpose. You are here on this earth. Some very good energy cards here. we have psychic abilities, so maybe you'll get involved with your third eye chakra, and maybe you'll get involved with spiritual things in order to help you find your life purpose and transform. And finally, forgiveness, which is what I was referencing with the mercy with the Queen of Swords over here. Forgiveness is really important when going into a new year, because you need to be able to forgive the past and move on for the next chapter. So some very good cards from the Spellcasting Oracle here for you guys, group 3. So I'm going to start off with financial health. This card is really, really beneficial to what we've been talking about. We see a tree again, something growing, a lot of tree energy. And I feel like you're definitely going to be quite financially stable this year. Again, we have bird energy up here. Some birds on here, a lot of patience and growing with financial health. You're going to be very financially stable. And I feel like maybe that links to Sahaya with the success and the with the health and stuff. Maybe he was referring to financial health, but also health in your well-being as well. Protection, again, very important to what we've been talking about with some things like Yeratel, who protects us from evil, and Ayahel and Velaya. This protective energy is really important to you and really important to this year, because you're going to be getting this very protective energy, and a lot of angels are going to be there to protect you. You're going to have a lot of protection from negative thoughts and feelings. I really feel this negative energy being shielded away and taken from you, so you're going to have lots of positive energy. Again, with life purpose, this is again another really important card, because you are fine with this transformation with Ayahel and Temperance and the Six of Wands and the King of Swords. I feel like you're really going to find your life's purpose this year. Whether it be, the thing that makes me think it could be spiritual is because of the psychic abilities. Maybe you have a psychic ability which is part of your life's purpose. Maybe you're there to heal someone. Maybe you could be a counsellor, like a psychological counsellor who heals people. I see that with the Sahaya as well, with all the health stuff. So yeah, you're definitely going to find your life purpose with this transformation. This transformation is going to help you find your purpose. And again, another tree here. So much tree energy. Six of Wands, we have the tree here on the life purpose. We have the financial health tree. So many trees here which are showing us that you have a lot of growth, a lot of potential to execute what you want to execute and to grow and progress in yourself, in your personal growth. Again, with psychic abilities, maybe you'll get in touch with your third eye. Maybe you'll start seeing bad people, bad intentions, and you'll be able to punish them with Yeratel at your side and get the evil out, whilst also enhancing your spirituality. Maybe you'll get involved with some spiritual things, or maybe in your religion. It could genuinely be any of that. But yeah, you're definitely going to get in touch with your psychic abilities here in 2022, and maybe that will be a life purpose to heal, as I was saying before. And finally, this one links very, very well with the Queen of Swords. But yeah, as I was saying, the Queen of Swords with the mercy really links well with forgiveness, and I've seen this in a lot of readings recently as well, that forgiveness is really important this year. Everyone's going to be forgiving people and making sure that they leave the past in the past and they move on and they forget. This doesn't mean you have to be civil or you have to be best friends with the people that you're having to forgive, or they don't have to be in your life anymore. But as long as you forgive, forget and move on from those people, it's really going to be important for your growth and your transformation. So the final deck we're going to be using for this reading, group 3, is the Oracle deck, the Love Oracle deck, the final one, and this is to see what your love life's going to be like in 2022. So let's have a look. What is coming in love for group 3 during 2022? Coming in love for group 3. Oh, there's one there. For 2022. Love for group 3 in 2022. Okay, so you've got 4 cards here. So we have the one that turned over, which is keep an open mind. We have past life relationship, really special energy here, which could link with the psychic abilities actually. Religious factors, oh my god, this religious factors card has came in every love oracle card that we've done in all of the group readings. And the final card you got is passion. So I see that with this, you may be getting into a relationship which is very well connected to a past life. So maybe you're finding your life purpose through a past life relationship. Maybe this relationship is really key to your destiny and what has happened before. It says on here that you've known each other before, so this person may as well give you deja vu. They may literally show you that you've been in a relationship with them before and that you have a very strong connection, because past life relationships tend to be very, very strong. So it's really important that you keep that in mind. Again, with religious factors coming up in every single person's reading, this again links with the psychic abilities card as well as the past life one, because maybe you'll recognize that they're from your past life. Maybe your chakra will show you, your third eye will show you that maybe this has happened before. Maybe it is a deja vu moment. And finally, we have the religious factors, which suggests that your life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual past. So maybe this person will have the same belief system as you. Maybe you'll both be quite into your spirituality and think a lot about where you've came from, why you have come together as a couple, and this could very well link to your past life relationship and psychic abilities. Again, keep an open mind. So this person may not come to you and you be like, oh my god, straight away past life relationship, but this person may come and they might not be your typical type as well, which is why you've got to keep an open mind, because this person has got a very strong connection to you and you should give them a chance. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations because it's a past life relationship. Maybe they was the exact type that they wanted in that past life, but in this current life, maybe it's not the person you expected in your life. Again, passion is really important here. I feel like this relationship is going to be very passionate. Just don't let it involve in your career, because I feel like your career is going to be really important to you this year. But yeah guys, that was the reading for 2020. Switched to my phone because my camera's died. But as I was saying, this is a very special reading. I see a lot of transformation, a lot of celebration, a lot of financial health and success, a lot of protection, a lot of forgiveness, a lot of mercy, a very passionate relationship which has strong connections to your past lives. So please consider this when you're going through 2022, as it may resonate at some point in your life. But in group 3, I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Do subscribe and click the notification bell if you think that you would like to see the January predictions, and if you think that this resonated and you'd like to see more readings. If you would like a private reading and you'd like a personal reading with me, then my Twitter is linked below with my price list on. I really hope you like this first video from me in this first reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!